Hello, anyone who accidentally happened to stumble upon this video. This is a test of sorts. This is me testing the waters of doing something I've been meaning to do for a while, which is just kind of recording myself doing commentary over games. Just sort of want to get into streaming, want to get into some content creation, so this is just going to be a first attempt. I don't expect it to go very well. There's probably going to be lots of ums and ahs and blank spaces in the commentary, but I'm just going to be playing some Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus, the latest expansion to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's just something I can always jump back into and just kind of play a quick run through. I'm going to try and do a sort of shorter run. I don't want this video to go too long. I feel like that would be a turn off for a first video. It's like an hour long. Usually I take my time going through these through like runs on this, but for this one I'll speed run it. Not an actual speed run, but I'll go quickly. I won't backtrack or do anything too fancy. So this is a challenge that was imposed by my oh, we got a secret room. By my brother and his friends. We all agreed on this. We all wanted to get into sort of video content creation in our own styles, and this was what I wanted to do. So we all just kind of, motivated each other into doing it, and he said, hey, here's the challenge. I'll just take a tears up, why not? The challenge was, last person to upload a video has to buy breakfast for everyone else. Which, we're talking like, it's 4 people. I mean, I guess if you're including yourself, you probably want breakfast too. That's like, I don't know how nice you want breakfast. Everyone wants something. It's like $60, $80 maybe. I can afford that, but I could use it to get something else, and it'd be nice if someone else bought me breakfast, so. Don't want to lose this challenge. This is just gonna be a rough attempt. Get something out there, and start getting used to it, because you have to start somewhere, and that's the thing we're all going for here, is you have to start somewhere. If I don't upload this video, if I don't try making this, as terrible as this attempt might be, if I don't ever do it, I will never know if I'll enjoy doing this or if it'll go anywhere for me. I'll just go to the boss room here. Good rule of thumb here is if turtlings, this is, I don't even remember ever seeing this boss on a floor 1. This is fun. Good rule of thumb, if I run out of something to talk about, you talk about the game. And that's the fun part of doing live game commentaries. Always have something to talk about, so there really shouldn't be too many blanks. But it can be difficult like that to divert your attention between the game and the commentary. You don't want to get too lost in what you're saying. You don't want to slip up and say the wrong thing. You don't just want to walk around in circles. So let's see how I do with this. Like I said, just rough attempts here. Get something out there. Reroll. Breakfast, that's what I was talking about. The breakfast challenge. So the breakfast challenge isn't actually an Isaac. If you play Isaac, you'd know the item breakfast that I just got there. It's an HP up. The breakfast challenge was what I described before. Loser has to buy breakfast. I was going to do like a little self-imposed challenge that I'm playing Isaac, the character, is like, oh, see if I can get the breakfast item. There's also a game-breaking glitch if you don't know. I mean, if you play Isaac, you probably know. If not, there's an item that allows you to, this item allows you to re-roll an item into something else. Like I just re-rolled it into breakfast there. And there's an item that'll re-roll everything. All your stats, all items, whatever, and the D100. So it hits a point where if you reroll too much, you basically break the game. There's no more items that'll show up, and every item will be breakfast, because I believe somewhere in the coding or whatever, that's like the first item. So that'll keep showing up. So if I can get that to happen, that'd be interesting for like the breakfast challenge maybe, because the other one was just get the breakfast item to appear, and that happened floor 1, so that challenge is over with. As for the breakfast challenge, Drew and Mike, two of the other participants, already put their videos out. Mike just linked his My brother, I watched his already. So those are up, so it's down to me and Dante. I'm half expecting to see the notification for his video as I'm recording this. He's been kind of quiet about it, so he's probably plotting something here. But yeah, I'm doing my attempt. This is gonna be rough, as I keep saying. Oh great. There goes my deal with the devil. I feel like I should be explaining the game, but that would be way too difficult for me to do while I'm trying to do like a first little introductory commentary. There was a notification there. I don't know if you heard that in the background. That was probably what I was talking about. Just want to check real quick. Was it really? Okay, it wasn't. Okay, we still have time. There's still hope. If I can get this video out. And it's supposed to be a speed run. I gotta go... Well, I mean, not an actual speed run, but I gotta go a little faster here. Isaac runs can take significant amount of time, so I gotta start popping off here. I gotta get some crazy items. This item room could turn it around right here. It's something big. Oh, great. I have Curse of the Blind. Great. And apple. Well, that's not gonna win this run or anything, but we'll take it. Not a bad item. At least I don't think it is. I don't always remember what it does, but... A little razor blade shot or whatever. Got a reroll ready. Low. Deal with the devil chances. Like I said, I don't want to explain the game too much. If you know the game, you know the game. If you don't, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on. You walk, you shoot things, you pick up items, you get stronger, and you just keep going. What do we got? Synth oil. That's good. Deal with the devil. Not messing with that because we don't know what we're getting. So I'll just keep going here. New DLC for this game coming out, I believe, next month, hopefully. Been several years since we've gotten any content for this game, so that'll be fun, hopefully. The last couple expansions and item packs they added were just kind of eh. They just added items that just kind of... Some of them are like, oh, that's a really cool, new, interesting item that does something completely new. And there's like, oh, here's an item that just does something that already exists, but when you get hit or something, it's weird. They added a lot more awful items than good items, it felt. And there's so many just mediocre items in the game now that it's... I don't want to say it's like, that's part of the challenge, like, oh, now it's too difficult, or like... Oh, it was easier when you could just get good items. Well, obviously, you know, you can't get all the good items every run, but there's so many just... It just makes it so much more difficult if you just can't get any decent items. It's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here, like, halfway through the game. No damage, nothing, hardly any HP. I'm like, do you want to make it? No, probably not. Usually if that happens, if I get to, like... the mom fight with like nothing going for the run, I'm just like, I'm just bored. I just don't want to finish it. So far for this run, I mean, nothing major. Got some slight stat improvements. Kind of boring, to be honest. But that's alright. I mean, makes it a little easier for me to commentate over. But I wanted this to go kind of quick. This might end up being like a... I don't know. I might want to cut it early or something. And I don't really want to edit the video down. Because, like, this is just going to be kind of stream of consciousness. Because like I said, I want to start streaming. And that's just going to be like... well, live streaming. So, whatever I say in the moment, that's just what I'm saying. There's no highlight editing video techniques or whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling. That's what happens, as I've heard and seen. Just testing the waters here. Running out of things to talk about. Talking about the game, we got Mega Maw, which I feel like is another boss I don't see too often anymore. It's weird. They added all the bosses and whatnot with the expansions, and I feel like it hit a point where it's like, there's bosses you just don't see anymore. And this was like base game Rebirth boss. More stats up. I didn't go to the item room yet. I gotta backtrack for that. Luckily we got a little speed from that Roid Rage. If this is your first time seeing the game, you're probably like, what the hell? He's like a little crying baby in a basement, sticking needles and razor blade apples, and what's going on? Holy Mantle. Now that is an item. But yeah, like I said, if you're unfamiliar with the game, I mean, it's a lot to explain. It's a, what's it called? Roguelike. Just kind of randomly generated. Everything here is randomly generated, like items you get, the rooms you walk into, the layouts of the floors, etc., etc. Alright, Catacombs 2. So Holy Mantle, that'll prevent... I guess I'll talk about the game a little bit, just because, like I said, fill in gaps. Holy Mantle prevents one hit every room. So if I get hit, I mean, I can just demonstrate. Why not? This guy, if he hits me, I start blinking, but I didn't take any damage there. And then that'll reset. I'm like, please don't get hit. That'll reset in this room. So now that shield is back, and you get that every room, once per room. And that is a very, very, very good item. Doesn't necessarily win the game in its own right, but... Ooh, see? So we could do something fancy here, like get some items for free. Might double chances here. Okay, we got the stain. I took a hit already, but no damage yet. Alright, there's the damage, and my, wait, I still have a devil chance. Oh, right, because that was my, Spirit Heart. Like I said, it's a lot to explain if you don't know what's going on. Basically, all those little numbers and stats on the right. The, bottom two determine your chance of getting more items after defeating a boss. And they're usually some of the best items in the game. I just ruined my chance there by getting hit again. Belly button, we don't want placenta. Sure, why not? Yeah, wacky, disgusting, creepy game. If you don't know it. If you played it a lot, you just kind of... It's like, whatever. You don't even think twice about it. Your first time playing, you're like, oh, nasty, gross poop items and weird stuff. Grody, nasty stuff. But it's like... You played it so many hours, you're just desensitized to all this insane stuff. Got a lot of money. I should probably go to a shop, but I'm not just trying to play fast and loose here, which usually isn't my style. I try to play very carefully, deliberate. I mean, I've taken a lot more damage. Not like I'm the best at this game or anything, but taken a lot more damage than I usually would. And now I kind of understand. Like, I watch people play this game and like, oh, what? How do they keep getting hit and whatnot? It's like, it's tough. Sometimes you get into a stream of consciousness and you're just like not even paying attention. You're just, that becomes second nature. The talking comes first, but gotta find a balance. Hopefully I'm not too quiet here. Hopefully the audio levels are okay. I was testing them out a little bit beforehand. I didn't want the game to be too loud, but I also didn't want me to be too loud. Not like the game audio is super important, but I don't want to be like, you have to turn your volume all the way up and then, I don't know, the video ends, you get an ad or something. I don't know if I can even get ads. I'm not affiliated or whatever, but, and blast your eardrums out. Anyways, got Deadshot. Deadshot is a very good item. So we're starting to pick up a little bit of traction here. But this is, I can already tell. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, you have the time at the top. This is already 12 minutes. If this was a good old 2008, 2009 era YouTube, 2007 or whatever, OG YouTube, if you're there, you know it. You couldn't even upload a video like longer than 10 minutes if you weren't, I don't know what the requirements were really, but yeah, if I were uploading this video, I would have had to stop and started a new part. No longer the days. You could just upload hours of content at once. It's amazing how far we've come. I mean, I've always liked playing games, but I never really... I don't know, I never really knew what I wanted to do, and I honestly still don't know what I want to do. But this was just something I wanted to try, so... It's kind of boring so far. I mean, there's not a whole... I could tell some stories or something, but... I don't know. I feel like they have to be kind of relevant. I don't really have tons of stories to tell, but if something reminds me of one, I could tell it, but... I'd rather just focus on the game commentary, so... I could just do that. Like, oh, I'm walking into this room and there's fly... Alright. Whatever. If you made it this far in the video, and I don't know you personally, I'm surprised that you made it this far. I don't have any rewards for you or anything. Sorry, it's just gonna be more of me talking and playing this game, because this is just a test. I don't even know if I wanna... I mean, I might just upload this. I don't expect it to pop off or anything, because there's nothing, like I've said, nothing really exciting going on. I just want to test things out here. As I've said, want to test things out. I keep repeating myself a little bit too. But hey, you live and learn, right? I feel like this streaming would be good motivation for me to start chipping away at my backlog of games. Because I feel like I get into the habit of just, you know, I play some games and I just I get new games, but I don't really play them. I just want to keep playing the same old games I've been playing. Ooh, this touch. Running low on HP a little bit, but got some damage popping off, so I should be okay, but I want to get some more HP rolling. Yeah, motivate me to get my backlog going a little bit, because I buy games and then I don't play them and they just sit there and I'm like, I should play that, and then it just gets longer and longer away from when I bought it, and it's just like, well, now it's been too long, I can't just play it, I have to psych myself up for it because it's not new anymore or whatever. Bad habit of mine, but hopefully streaming, if I get into streaming or just recording myself playing, that'll inspire me to play these games I've been neglecting for so long and get through my long backlog of games. And I could probably find out about some new games I might be interested in that I wouldn't otherwise know about. Okay, so here I probably should have bought this first, Steam sale, whatever. So now we got mapping, so hopefully I could start finding my way to the end of the game a little quicker. Damage is starting to get rolling a little bit. Got skull on top of skull there. So, yeah. Are we on depths 2? I don't know. Maybe I'll just stop after the mom fight, because we're almost 20 minutes in. That's longer than I wanted it to be. Maybe I should have... I don't know if Isaac was a good game to start with or not. But this is more of just practice for me. I don't expect this to be good or anything. I don't really expect it to be exciting or entertaining. It's just more or less me just testing things out, as I've said multiple times now. Old reliable. Just repeat yourself when you run out of things to say. It's weird. It's like having a conversation with yourself almost. But it's people, just anyone can just find this and listen in. It's weird. It's like, if you made it this far, first off, and you don't know me, as I've said, like, I don't know why you're still here. Like, thank you sincerely if you found this entertaining enough. I don't know if it's like, oh, you never seen this game before or what. Like, there's people that are much better and much more entertaining at this game than I am. You probably just watch them, but yeah, because I have 2 needles, we're gonna take this spun pill. Things happening that if you don't know the game, you don't understand, but that was a good thing, okay? Kind of. I got a speed down, which wasn't good, but everything else that happened there was mostly good. More damage. That's what we want. So we can get through this a little quicker. Get this video over with. Because this is... If I do end up uploading this, and this is like my actual first video, I can tell, and like I keep going with it and find maybe some small success. This is embarrassing. This is gonna be something to look back on, and it's, you know, it's embarrassing. Like, oh, what was I doing? I'm just repeating myself and talking, and but you know, you have to practice. You got to start somewhere, and that's the only way you can get better at it. I can't get better at talking over games if I don't talk over games. I need to practice it, and if I don't ever start talking over games and recording myself, then I'll never go anywhere with it. And I don't really expect it to go anywhere. But I kind of just want to keep at it. I'm not doing a whole lot else other than just school right now. Temporarily, I'm out of work, not for medical reasons or anything, but just a jobless guy recording himself playing video games on a Saturday night. It's not pathetic or anything. I'm gonna make it big. You gotta believe me. I can do it. This is a job. It's like a job now. People make jobs of this. No, I'm not in it for... I don't, like I said, I don't expect this to get big or anything, so I'm not like, this is gonna be my job. I have to put all my eggs in this basket and make it work. It's just gonna be a hobby for now. If it hits a point, I don't expect it to, but if it hits a point where I could sort of sustain myself off of it, I definitely would like that. I would like to try that. But I gotta practice first. I gotta get a little better at this whole commentary thing. As of right now, I feel like I'm just kind of putting people to sleep. Also, I just realized I got an item room here. Because of the trinket I picked up on the first floor, or second floor, whatever. Where was I going with that? I already lost my train of thought. I don't know. Streaming, whatnot, getting into it. Yeah. God, I'm trying to remember where I was going. I don't know. Game. Getting through it. Probably a little over halfway through. If you made it this far, congratulations. I'm just congratulating you, like, and thanking you every 2 minutes at this point. Because, like I said, like, nothing really substantial going on. It's just kind of practice. Live practice that I'm just putting out there. It might be embarrassing, but and discouraging to hear people go like, you suck at this, dude. Yeah. But you know, Mozart, when he was writing music, he was probably not very good at it, and they were like, hey, you're not good at this, you should give up. And he said, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I don't want to be too offensive to any one group here. Not mocking any disabilities or anything. Oh my god, I have no HP. Screw it. Just go all in. If I die, I die. It's kind of, you should look at life too, you know? Not to get too depressing or anything, but if your death is just sudden and swift, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm very aware that I'm not good at the commentary thing, so this is, I don't know, like, where the hell was the battery? First off, okay, there it is. Second off, yeah, I mean, I gotta try. I have to start somewhere, and this is my start. And as I said, if I look back on this and it was just embarrassing and use a shadow, maybe something of it, and this is my, like, embarrassing start, then so be it. Gotta start from somewhere. So, I've been recording myself talking and playing this game for almost 25 minutes now. And that's it. That was the statement. Just a very astute observation. Recording's probably been a little bit longer because I did a little short intro introducing myself. Dripples. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Talk about name origins. That's the name I want to go with. Name I've been using online for years now. Back in the early 2010s, I think I want to say I came up with it. On the good old newgrounds.com. Me as a wee bab. Not that wee, but a child. I saw all these content creators on there have their unique names, and some of them it's like just, you know, words and adjectives put together and whatnot, but some of them just completely unique words like that you wouldn't hear before, and I always like those ones more, and it's like, how did they come up with them? So I actually sat there and coming up with it with Dripples. I just sat there and I came up with something that I would want to use as a name. I wanted to, something, my main goal was something that sounded appealing. And I guess it worked because, like, playing games online over the years and stuff, I've actually gotten compliments on my name. Not to pat myself on the back. I did such a good job naming myself. But I just wanted something that was not necessarily rolled off the tongue easily, but just it's pleasant on the tongue. Is nice to say. Dripples sounds, you know, wet. But that PLES on the end there, I think that's a nice little sound. I don't want to backtrack all the way there. I kind of just want to get this run over with. Get this thing uploaded. Then again, I don't know. I just, like, I don't want to upload just for the sake of uploading. I feel like I upload this and then I just go quiet for months, but like I said, and like I said, and like I said, and like I said, I don't even know if I'll upload this. But, coming up... Oh, that's good. I needed that. Coming up on the end of the game, sorta, kinda. Just kinda blast through this. I think I should be good on damage to just kinda get through it. I might die, but I just picked up 9 lives there, so... With this damage and Holy Mantle, I should be able to get through it. We'll see. Let's see how things go. One of the issues of 9 lives is you get trapped into it, like, if you hit a room that you just can't get through, you're just kind of doomed. You just kind of, yeah, alright, I got 9 attempts at this, let's go. With Holy Mantle, slightly improves my odds. I mean, I should have no problems here. I might take damage here. Still got Holy Mantle. Let's see here, about a third of the way through. Going, going, going. Words, 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 commentary, practice, etc., etc. I don't use... I'm using phrases I don't even use that much, like etc., etc. That was just like a phrase I had on my mind coming into this, and now I just keep repeating it. It's interesting to see what your old brain will come up with in unfamiliar situations. I almost want to go back and watch this and count my uhs. I'm probably just going to watch this anyways and be like, is this even worth watching? Is this worth uploading? We'll see. I mean, this might not even see the light of day. Just playing it safe here with the items. Don't want to get anything too crazy. I mean, practically, this run's practically over with this video. Looks like it's going to end up being about a half hour, which is long, and I don't expect many people to make it all the way through this. But this one's more for me. This is just kind of, as I continue to say and keep coming back on, this is just practice for me. So, if you made it this long, as I keep saying, I'm just in a feedback loop here. I just keep repeating myself, oh, etc., etc. You made it this long. Wow, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at this. I feel like I'm a comedian and I'm just bombing on stage. But hey, props to the comedian that has the courage to just get out on the stage. And I don't consider myself a very confident person, usually. Pretty socially inept, actually. But I find, like, one-on-one conversations I do better at. And that's kind of what this is when you consider you know, it's one person watching you. It's like a one-on-one conversation. Granted, like, hundreds of people could just find this video and watch it, but the odds of them all watching it at the same time are slim to none. D1 is, I think, a good item, but, I mean, this is probably, yeah, boss room, next room. Just want to end this already. End my suffering. I'm not suffering, I'm just a little uncomfortable talking. Not for this long, but just talking over games. Trying to get more comfortable at it. Lost Holy Mantle there, but got about 4 hits. Yeah, I mean, that damage. We're done here. So, I'm not doing the Void. That's gonna be it. Yeah, this is my first attempt at recording and talking, playing a game. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna rewatch this and decide if it's worth uploading or not. I might just throw it out there for the heck of it, because I'm not trying to pay for breakfast. Alright? So, if you made it through to the end, and you don't know me, even if you do know me, this is a lot to get through. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you for giving me a try. And we'll see if I continue with this. See if it goes anywhere for me and if I like doing it. So that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.